there guys, it's TMO73 here, bringing you the fourth part of my 6-part set review for 7 Kings of the Land. Today we are talking about wind cards. Actually, personally, my favorite element, I think, that's coming out in this set. But let's just jump right in. So our ruler is Priscilla the Beast Lady, which activated pay 2 green. Okay, that's pretty consistent for this set. You may pay the attribute cost of 4 Sacred Beast Resonators with will of any attribute. Cool, so she has a Grim-like effect. That automatically gets me excited. Like the fact that I can be playing the different attributed Sacred Beast cards without having to worry about things getting changed or not having the right colors. As long as she's on that side, it's okay. It also, I think, based on some of the rulers and stuff that we have, like Blazer Go Rapist and stuff like that, the fact that she can have this kind of utility on her ruler side, I think is going to be very important. So you don't have to flip in order to really make the deck shine. So that's very important to me. Also, 2 green, target beast or 4 sacred beasts gain +100/+100. So, I mean, this could have been +2/+2. I would have been excited about that, but I mean, they couldn't make her too overpowered, so I think that's balanced for what her effect is with the utility of her will cost manipulation. So, but then her flip side is Priscilla, the Commander of Sacred Beasts, and she gets a bunch of different effects based on attributes she controls. So, if you control light, she gets target attack. She controls fire, she gets swiftness, flying if you control a water, and +2/+2 as long as you control a wind. So if all 4 Sacred Beasts are out when she comes out, she becomes a 1k target attack, swiftness, flyer. Okay, seems pretty good. I think that's really good, and I think that serves again to her utility of she's more of an end game ruler, J ruler. She's meant to be brought out at the end of things to really kind of make sure that things are going your way and to close out the game as opposed to putting her out early, because she has more utility here than here. So I think it kind of serves with her being a very mid-rangey kind of ruler, mid-range or even almost tempo kind of ruler. So where she's really about kind of continuing that push for momentum and stealing it from your opponent with the 4 Sacred Beasts and then finishing them off with a big last push. Her God's Art is very interesting. It is summon the Sacred Beasts, pay 3 green, and then X. It's hard to see there. But you search your main deck for up to X 4 Sacred Beast Resonators with different names, reveal them, and then put them in your hand. Then put up to 4x 4 Sacred Beast Resonators with different names from your hand into your field and shuffle your main deck. So this essentially says, well, I have 1 Sacred Beast on field. Okay, well, I'll pay 6, so 3 and then 3. To do my God's Art. I'll grab the other 3 from my deck and put them all into the field. This is really powerful because all of those 4 Sacred Beasts have effects that happen when this card enters your field. So she can trigger all of those effects. So it's very cool. And the thing is, it doesn't matter. The other thing that's important is it doesn't matter if those 4 Sacred Beasts already exist on your field. It only matters that they're individual copies that you search for. So like you could have 4 Sacred Beasts on the field already, search for 4 more, play them all, and just say, hey, suddenly I've got 8 of them. And then proc all of their effects and get a massive bonus from all of their different enter effects. So very cool card. I'm very excited about this ruler. Definitely one of my favorites for this set. But let's just jump into the rest of the cards, shall we? So first off, we have A-Funk, the Phantom Beast. It's a 2-drop 6/6. That's pretty good. When this card enters your field, target resonator gains +2/+2. So it even can boost itself. But if you think about it, if you have like a 1-drop or something like that, on turn 2 you play A-Funk, pump up your 2-drop or your 1-drop, attack in. Something like that. Pretty standard, I think. Again, it's that I think that Beasts and Sacred Beasts, well, everyone is expecting blue to be our tempo. I think, really, that green is becoming our tempo color, which is weird because they already have ramp and control, but, I mean, wind is what it is. because this card, you know, you play it, you get momentum, and you can steal momentum away from your opponent with your 1-drop very easily. Very, very cool. Alice's Little Guardian, Resonator Soldier. Banish this card, prevent all damage that would be dealt to target Resonator until the end of the turn. So it's another little protection kind of effect, and it's a soldier, which plays into case with Alice's Regalia, which we'll talk about in a future video. But I mean, pretty good for a little 1-drop soldier card. Behemoth Earth Eater, 12 Apostles / Beast. Just makes me wonder what the other 12 Apostles are. So when this card deals damage to a Resonator while attacking, it also deals that much damage to your opponent. So this is kind of similar to Amino Habakiri, if you think about it that way. So while it's attacking, but it's only while it's attacking, so things like Duel of Truth, or if it blocks, or stuff like that, that's not gonna work, because those are just battling. It's not considered like actually attacking, but still, I mean, a 15/15 5-drop is really, really good. That already has that effect of like, well, if you block this, you're gonna take a lot of damage to the face. I think that's very, very cool. Very, very good card for green. Blessing of Yggdrasil, spell chant. Search your Magic Stone deck for a card, put it into your Magic Stone area rested, then shuffle your Magic Stone deck. This card is nuts. Especially for control players or people who have like a combo that you're using with your stone lineup. It means you don't have to play Scheherazade to be able to consistently play your stone combo. You can just sack a turn with Blessing of Yggdrasil to get the stone you want for whenever. Sure, it comes into play rested, but I mean, whatever, you're okay. Honestly, really like this card because of the fact that we're going to see, again, that ability to do things without having to rely on Scheherazade for cool combos. Branch of Yggdrasil, Edition Resonator, 1-drop. When this card enters your field, draw a card. Okay, so it replaces itself. And added Resonator gains 400 defense. That's pretty interesting for me because of the fact that it is, it's a purely defensive edition that replaces itself, and it's a 1-drop. So like, actually I kind of really like it. I don't know what I would use it in per se, but I think it's a very unique edition that we really haven't seen anything like it before. So I'm excited about that. Next up we have the Elite Commander, Human Resonator, 3-drop, 7/7. Rest 2 recovered beasts you control, produce green. Rest 3 recovered beasts you control, reveal the top card of your main deck. If it's a beast Resonator, put it into your hand. So this guy is supposed to be like the search engine, I guess, or like the draw engine, or something for beasts. But the thing is, I don't really like him like that much. I think the fact that you have to, I mean, sure, you can do it during end phases and stuff, but beasts, as it stands right now, are kind of more of an aggressive deck. So like, you're not really going to have a bunch of them like recovered during like your draw phase so that you can pull shenanigans like that. So honestly, I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, he is very strong for a 3-drop. 7/7 is very solid, but we'll have to see what exactly I'm thinking about with that, if people can come up with something with him. Guardian of the Forest, 3-drop, Resonator Beast. This card gains +2/+2 until the end of the turn, usable once per turn by playing a green. So it's a 3-drop that can become a 9/9. That's pretty good, I think, because you can use it once every turn. Cheap cost, you can use it during your opponent's turn. You can like block it and they think, oh, I'm going to be fine, pay a green, pump it up to 9, kill the dude. Lots of different things you can do. So very, very cool, kind of aggressive card for beasts. Then we have Herald of the Beast Lady, just a simple 1-drop 4/4 for green with adorable art. But yeah, that's it for that. Nothing really much to say from there. Then we have Keen Sense, a 2-drop spell chant instant, which is cancel target normal spell or destroy target card in a chant standby area. So green gets another counter option, but it's nice because it doesn't replace itself like Absolute Cake Zone would, but it can also deal with stuff in the chant standby area if you need to. which is something that we really haven't seen. And with Rezard and the Darkness cards and Stealth and stuff, I think Spell Chant standbys are going to be a problem. So Keen Sense is a very cool card for that reason. Moving into our first of the 4 Sacred Beasts for today. The only one, because there are multiple attributes. Qinglong, the Sacred Beast, 3-drop, 8/8. That immediately is just like, what? Like, that's really powerful for an 8-drop. When this card enters your field, if you have another 4 Sacred Beasts, draw a card. Okay, so hoping you draw deeper into your deck. And for one of any color, other 4 Sacred Beast Resonators you control gain +2/+2. And you can use it once per turn. So imagine if you have 3 of these on your field. You just drop 3 will, all of your other Sacred Beasts are going to gain 6/6, and all of your Qinglongs are going to gain 4/4, because technically they're others. So they're going to gain the bonuses of the other 2. And even though it says play this ability only once per turn, it's each card's copy of the ability. It can only be played once per turn. So, very easy to ramp up and make a lot of good plays. So very interesting. Rapid Growth. 1-drop spell chant instant. Target J/Resonator gains +4/+4. So this is kind of like evolution of limits. In the fact that, you know, it is that quick little pump for green, but it's a little bit less, but it can also target J rulers. So it's got that going for it, and it has the Remnant ability, so that you could remove it from your graveyard to play it by paying the cost. So you can use this while it's in the grave. So I think that's pretty cool. And I'm totally fine with it only being +4/+4, because it's got Remnant and it can buff up a J ruler. Ratotoskir, Green Rat, Beastie Rat, Spirit Beast of Yggdrasil, 1-drop green, so this is how, and he's a super rare, so like obviously this guy's going to be important for beasts. Beasts you control cannot be targeted by spells or abilities your opponent controls during your opponent's turn. Just think about that for a second. My opponent can't target my beasts during their turn. What? And he's a beast, so he protects himself. Like, that's an amazing protection effect even by itself. Like, that's really amazing. Not only that, but when Resonators in your hand gain Quick Cast. Okay, so I can just pop in Resonators from my hand, like beasts, whenever I want. What? And whenever another Resonator enters your field, this card gains +2/+2 until the end of the turn. So think about it this way. This guy can get huge later in the game if you can keep him alive. Because what'll happen is, say you're playing like a Sacred Beast Jane, or even better, say you use God's Art, and you grab all 4 with Priscia, and you put them all on the field. All 4 of the Sacred Beast effects are going to trigger, and this guy's going to trigger 4 times, so he's suddenly going to be an 800, 1000 strength creature for the turn. That's really good. Again, I'm really feeling like this tempo kind of feel from green right now, and I think this guy is an amazing addition for that. So I'm very pumped about that. Sisay, the Ancient Fortress. Obviously this is, you know, where Priscia and them live. So it's beasts and 4 Sacred Beasts you control gain +2/+2. And whenever a Resonator is put into a graveyard from your field, you can pay 3 if you do draw a card. So that's really expensive for just drawing a card. So I don't really go there. But I mean, the buff is nice. And the fact that it's beasts and 4 Sacred Beasts, like, that's not bad. So if you're playing a more like control-oriented build, this card could be really good because it can, you know, it takes your time, and it pumps up your guys, so that's really good. Sprint of the Beast Lady, aka the finishing spell for beasts. 3-drop spell chant. J/Resonators you control gain +6/+6. So for a 3-drop, my entire field gains 6/6 for the turn. Yeah, if that's not a finisher card, I don't know what is. Like, it's almost as much of a buff as Bonsai Attack. It doesn't lose the it doesn't have Pierce, but also nothing gets destroyed. And Bonsai Attack has already shown that it's an amazing card. So this card is very, very exciting for me. And then Sprinting Wolf. My personal, I love this card. 2 green, 6/5, beast with target attack. So it's a 2-drop with target attack. That's a 600. So, think about it with the fact of you can quick cast it. So quick cast it during your opponent's turn. Suddenly you have a target attacker to use on your turn to kill their small drops that maybe they left behind to serve as blockers. So, use him to kill a blocker, then swing in with one of your other dudes, or, something like that. Just lots of utility for here, and I think he's very cool. Plus he's a beast, so again, fits in with this energy, gets protection from Spirit Rat, and just all kinds of good stuff. So we'll talk about Alice later when we get to multi-civ cards, but those are those for right now. So let's go to the Horn of Sacred Beasts. This is Priscia's Regalia. Sorry guys, dealing with a little bit of a cold. So Horn of Sacred Beasts, Void card obviously. You can tap to produce 1 will, and spend this will only to play 4 Sacred Beast cards. So, you can easily kind of get that extra reach from your hand, while investing in other cards to still be able to play Sacred Beasts. So I think that's cool. Tap. Your J Ruler gains +2/+2. If it's Priscia, it gains Imperishable. So this is Priscia's way of getting Imperishable. Then here's the thing that I really like. Banish this card. Target player shuffles all magic stones from his or her graveyard into his or her magic stone deck. Then shuffles all other cards from his or her graveyard into his or her main deck. So you can use this to reset yourself when you need to kind of keep the game going or something like that. Or you can use this in response to a combo deck. Like, oh, you're about to play, the Genesis Creation or Book of Ibon or whatever. Oh, what are you targeting? Okay, cool. Shuffle your whole graveyard back in. Or if I have it on field, oh, you're gonna Law of Silence me? Before you do, that's fine. You can go ahead and Law of Silence me. My Regalia is already on field, so I know you're gonna pull the combo off, and I'm just gonna banish it and power stuff. Then reset your stuff. So this is an anti-combo card that is free. I'm really excited about that. So I think this is really cool. Also, this card art is very silly. But sorry, I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player, and there are cards like Forbidden Lance and stuff like that. This character is almost identical to that character, but still very, very cool. Very, very cool card. I think it's really good for beasts. So there you have it, guys. That is Wind. Let me know what you thought, what cards you're going to see play, what cards you're not going to even touch. And don't forget to go check out the Kickstarter. We have less than $800 left to raise for the Kickstarter, so please, please, please go consider pledging. So as always, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, this is DMO73 signing off.